How's it going, everyone? And welcome to the fourth episode in the Why I Love series. I know I'm doing this directly after the Deco, whatever, but I've been wanting to talk about this artist, and it's honestly a crime at how underrated he is. And I've actually featured him a couple times in, I believe, the underrated rap songs. I think I put him in there a couple times, and I had him as an underground artist on my underground versus mainstream versus YouTube rap. Please go watch the video. It took me over a week to make. A lot of time and effort went into that video, so please go watch it. Anyway, so back to this artist. Now the story behind him is rather interesting, and he's also went through a lot of name changes. Now currently he goes by the name Reprobate Mind. He's a rapper from the UK, and I first heard about him from a Memulous video, kind of like a Little Pearl situation, except with Reprobate Mind, he was making music under the name um 7K the God, and it was like really bad mumbly auto-tune music. And of course, Memulous made that video more or less making fun of him. So essentially, I feel like he was doing that to kind of blow up as a meme and then try to turn it into a legitimate career, and it did somewhat work. He does have a little bit of an audience, but he is just super small, and he's been making music for years at this point, and he still kind of has a 7K the God character, but he rarely ever makes music as that character. And I mean, it's not good. It's just not good. But he decided to change his name to King Adam the Seventh, but spelled Roman numeral style, so King Adam VII. And he was making his more serious music under that name. And then he would later change again to Reprobate Mind, and that is his current name, and he's had that name for a couple years now. And he's an interesting artist. He is a much more standard rapper. Like, he just raps. Does no melodies apart from his 7K the God music, but no melodies or anything like that, just him rapping. And he is a lyrical rapper, but lyrical in the sense that he mostly talks about personal experiences, personal messages, and stuff like that. Not like a corny old heads are better than new heads, or not like some corny over the top bar artist like Dax, or he's not like Hobson with the calling out society, and then he's not like Dax with the overabundance of corny bars. And he's another artist that produces his own beats. I forgot to mention him in the last episode where I was talking about artists that produce their own beats, and he has some strange production. A lot of his beats that he produces have this really experimental ambiance kind of sound to it, and when he has these very barren ambiance beats, it lets him get super creative with his flows. Cause all you have to do is just listen to a few of his tracks, and of course, like always, I will put highlight some of my favorite tracks of his at the end of the video. And some of his production is just out of this world. It's just really bizarre. And when he has these experimental ambiance beats, it gives him a lot of freedom to just kind of use unorthodox flows and experimental flows. And since the beats are weird and experimental, his weird and experimental flows weirdly fit together is probably the best way I could describe it. Now, he has been making this type of rap music for years at this point, and I think he's very good at. I think he's really mastered what his specific lane, because for a while there he was making the calling out society music and teaching other rappers how to rap. Like, he did a freestyle over a Lil Pump beat where he was like teaching Lil Pump how to rap. So he did go through that phase, but he's mostly out of it. I call him a lyrical rapper, and I feel like he could fit in the YouTube rap community, but he's a lot less cringy than some YouTube rappers out there. And yeah, I just really love his productions. He has some amazing flows and a really good delivery. He is a British rapper. He is a rapper from the UK. And sometimes the accent can be a little off-putting for me personally. Not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but for me personally. But his accent, he has a strong British accent. Like, you can tell when he's rapping that he is not American. But it works. You know, like, it doesn't hinder anything. I like his delivery. I love his flows. Has some really interesting production, and he automatically gets a little extra respect from me because he actually produces his own music, which a lot of artists don't. So yeah, that just about wraps up this video. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share it around. Any interactions really helps the video with the algorithm. And yeah, peace.
I need a moment alone with no conscious mind. I need to hide from all the wandering eyes, cause all the judgy little looks and words seem to collide with how I try to live my life. This world of me don't combine. Use the flame to hide the shame you feel for lying to your family's face. Disgraceful. Never gonna be shit, never had shit and deserve it. Never gonna do shit, never gonna prove it. Everything already losing, who's worthless? Had a lot of lifetime, had a lot of jobs I've that was in a bit of like crime. Just stay working, but every penny I find don't stay mine. 24 minutes ended up just ain't worth shit. The end with this beat in my chest, I protest being left on my own here to fend for myself, but this cruel trick wasn't played on anybody else. I don't think they all seem happy with the hell they're enclosed in. Fucking voting, choking on the fresh air, throat stains covered in dirt with the reprobates. Staying here so I can't see the tears on me mom's face. I've made a mess of life and branded a disgrace. I drink myself to death tonight, pray I don't wake, it all goes away. Time is like a vine, slowly entwining round your being, feeling like it's fine to be constricted to this rigid way of mind. I seek the freedom of my kind, they're on the planet free of restrictions, heathenistic visions, evil minds. Throwing the flow, showing I'm holding my own. Had a couple of shows, even open for KRS-One, a club academy. Emphatically I jump out in, no Adam is bad and he's an animal. Gonna show him just how that's done. I cannot fathom how it happened, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really wanna help, but you hide away and I'm feeling really helpless. Might just say it to you straight. Every day you're doing it, ruining you ain't the same. What a fucking waste, the darkness takes over, cloaked and hidden. One foot in front of the other, marching towards death, feeling smothered, peel another, drag off this, roll up, don't throw up so late it's early, in a weird mind state, finding wakefulness a little blurry, energy surging through my body.